Your dissertation's research methodology is among its most crucial components. These are meant to be a way to carry out research whenever it is done. This is what research methodology is. It enables readers to assess the accuracy and reliability of the results. This video will teach you how to write a solid research methodology using 4 simple steps. But before that, let's explore some of its types. Let's quickly review the various research methodologies' different kinds. They are categorized according to the sort of research you are conducting. All of them can be used to conduct research, but having such a comprehensive research methodology makes the process more seamless and straightforward. You may choose from any of the approaches mentioned above to writing your dissertation. After understanding the types, you can now start writing your research methodology. It is simple and aimed to put into words what exactly was done and how it was done. Here are the steps for doing that. You must pose the questions below during this research methodology phase. What kind of information was required to solve your research problem, and what was it? For example, did you want to establish a cause and effect relationship, better understand a subject in depth, or describe the characteristics of something? Did you require qualitative data that is expressed in words or quantitative data that is expressed in numbers? Did you use secondary data that someone else had already collected, or did you collect primary data on your own? After introducing your overall strategy, you can now go into full detail about your research techniques. Add the following components: the creatures you used for sampling or to select study participants, particularly in quantitative and experimental research, the techniques, tools, and resources you used to collect data, and how you measured your variables. You should give enough detail so that another researcher can duplicate your work. You should explain how you handled and analyzed the data in this step. Avoid getting too specific here, and hold off on presenting or discussing your findings. When using quantitative methods, numbers are involved. So you might explain how the data were prepared before being analyzed, the software programs used to do so, and the statistical techniques employed. You must concentrate on words when using a qualitative approach. Your analysis must take language, image, and interpretation into consideration. You can describe how you organize the responses into categories to find recurrent themes and patterns. Your methodology should explain why you selected these specific methods. Particularly if you did not approach your topics the most conventionally, explain why other approaches weren't appropriate for achieving your goals and demonstrate how this strategy adds new information or understanding. You can admit that your chosen approach has limitations or weaknesses, but you must explain why the advantages outweigh them. Finally, you can step up your game with tips to help you write the best content once you have learned about the writing process and research methodology. The 4 top tips for writing a strong method chapter for your dissertation are: develop a rough outline before writing. Take inspiration from other studies. Opt for too much data over too little data. Academic citation to support each methodological method. Let's study each in detail. Its benefit is knowing what you will write and how to write it. It will help you plan a framework for your dissertation methodology. This also helps you know each part of the study's approach. It's because you need to decide before you begin writing so you don't get lost in the process. Either you are going to do a qualitative or quantitative study. You have to decide on all of these decisions before you start writing. When you're thinking about how to design your methods section, the good news is that someone has already worked on it. These are available and will be very helpful. However, it's possible that you don't know how to present your data. When this happens, the published paper will help you. So, what should you include in your research methodology, and what shouldn't you? Maintain it in a table, graph, or other formats. One of the research goals is that it should be replicated in other contexts outside of your own, at least in theory. Therefore, the research methodology chapter should be the most detailed of all your chapters. So in the qualitative world, generalizability, it is necessary for students to include in-depth details in their content to cover all the aspects of the project. Citing all your sources is necessary for each stage of your research methodology. Several scholars have been cited thousands of times because of the quality of the content they offer. You should make sure to include them in your study too. You can also mention a source that used a similar method in their research methodology. Now, you are fully equipped to write a research methodology. Before leaving, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We have many more educational videos coming you.